you guys can see and don't really know what a Neuralink is, it's kind of like an electronic chip from Elon Musk embedded in your skull. At first it was kind of like a Fitbit, kept track of vital signs, stuff that was going on in my body. Eventually it's gotten to a point where I can move a mouse without even touching a computer. I can connect, I can download, I can transfer information. I'm not the only person that has one of these now, and how we can communicate. This is what's going to happen for the rest of the world. Eventually, this technology will be, maybe not you, your kids, your grandkids. This is what's coming next. Welcome to the year 2025. Have fun. My name is not too important. What I'm about to tell you is extremely important. I'm one of the first people to get a Neuralink implant in my skull. If you guys can see and don't really know what a Neuralink is, it's kind of like an electronic chip from Elon Musk embedded in your skull. At first it was kind of like a Fitbit, kept track of vital signs, stuff that was going on in my body. Eventually it's gotten to a point where I can move a mouse without even touching a computer. I can connect, I can download, I can transfer information. I'm not the only person that has one of these now, and how we can communicate. This is what's going to happen for the rest of the world. Eventually, this technology will be, maybe not you, your kids, your grandkids. This is what's coming next. Welcome to the year 2025. Have fun. My name is not.
Alrighty, Shalom, Israel. I want to start by giving all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, QADASH. And my brother, I'm the one for down to be flowed for the camera prophets of Babylon. Come on to the quick hit to this man, powered by MILLSTONE. Go went to edify and feed the sheep. Yahawah said I was an apostle, where MILLSTONE teaching about peace and blessings to the brothers who push this work into sincerity to the scattered abroad. Now, I'm not going to make this too long. I bet I seen this post. All right, going into half man, half machine. All right, going into this Jake man. All right, as you see in the video, took I guess on that the opportunity, all right, to become a pretty much a cyborg. Okay, all right, with that implant within putting that chip within his mind. All right, within his head. All right, he became a goddamn cyborg. All right, for Elon Musk, man. All right, and to be honest, he looked like a damn test subject that was straight out of the military, man. Okay, or had some type of military background or security background, or something that's similar, along those lines, man. All right, because the way you even watched this video, you had Jake, he was proud to be a goddamn cyborg, man. Okay, to be a proud subject is crazy, man. Which shows you Jake is through. All right, he got this damn implant now. He baby, pretty much able to get the download of things and what else he said, to do other things like move a mouse. And that's really going to go into this Revelations 13, man. All right, where it started the 14th verse, where it goes into it, those miracles, man. All right, and he said what? He mentioned, it might not be you, but it might be your children, or it might be your grandma, your parents, or however. But really, we're in the times where these prophecies are where it's going, man. It's going to be in your lifetime, man. All right, a lot of these people about to get a rude awakening. Okay. The way these things are about to pop off, it's going to be so heavy upon this earth, man. There's going to be a lot of people shook. A lot of people going to be shaken up, man, in great distress. All right? A lot of people about to be panicking because they don't know what's going on when these devils come with it, man. When they come with this new technology, all right, it's like you see these this thing with Neuralink, man. The things that Esau's doing on the left-hand side, it's ushering in his agenda, man. Okay, where he's pushing these first phase, second phase, third phases, all right, of what he wants to really truly bring out when it comes to the MOTB, man. Okay, because we're gonna board now, we're gonna go to that C hip. Okay, so you got this test dummy, all right here, who's proud to be a test dummy, all right, as a product, of Elon Musk, testing Neuralink, man. Okay, and it just shows you, just like he went from trials using animals to now he's using, human trials, man. Okay, and this guy right here was a perfect example of what a human trial is. Okay, and this is what they did, or a human testing trial. This is what this is what this guy is, man. Okay, so I can bear with me. This will be this is an intrinsic at the same time. Okay, but this is what the technology is reaching towards. As you see, you got all these different type of stores and businesses, companies, fast food restaurants, all that's reaching towards, all right, him bringing forward that MOTB, man. Okay, that C hip. All right. And it's gonna happen in your lifetime, man. Okay, though it seemed to tarry, wait for it. All right, this is all a part of prophecy. All right, this devil will be, proud to say these things on the news, on the social media, because they know what they're about to do. But this is coming. Okay, and a lot of these people don't know that, or they do know it, they just ignorant to it. But if this technology these devils about to bring is going to lead to destruction, man. All right, nothing but death and destruction. Okay, but you see the video, half man, half machine. All right, which brings me to this scriptures. I quoted it. This is Habakkuk 2, verse 3, and I'll read it in KJV, then the NLT. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end." It says. But the end it shall, let me see. Okay, Okay, Habakkuk 2 and 3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." That's right. Okay, so we see that these, prophecies have a set in due time for when it's going to come. Okay, everything has a season to it. Everything has a purpose to it. All right, and we're at a time of seeing that this thing is moving along very quickly. Okay, with Elon Musk, with these, trials and him testing. Okay, and they coming out and speaking about it. Even that is closer and closer. We see that, we're getting closer to that C hip, man. Okay, where they're about to start, pulling this thing out a lot quicker. Okay, it says though it tarry, wait for it. And that's what we doing. Okay, brothers has been saying this thing from years on and years out, man. Like this is here now. Okay, we're waiting for this thing to be getting to where a point is mandatory. Okay, starting with the elders and apostles, great MILLSTONE down. Okay, it's been telling you, Jake, man, that this is to come. If you don't get ready, YAHAWASHI, millions and millions of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American are going to be caught up by when these devils bring it, man. All right, they're going to be caught up by this technology. All right, this he hip. All right, they're going to get caught up by it, and they're going to be out there, caught in the midst of what this devil is going to do when he brings that hammer down. Okay, because it's going to lead to, before they do all this and bringing it out and showing everyone and everything, they're going to make things be put in place first, so where you can't operate in society without having it. Okay, but while they're getting that set up and getting that situated, they're going to be gradually bringing it to your attention, conditioning you for this technology. Okay, because there's other places in the world that's already having this system established. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's in Sweden or Switzerland, one of them. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. All right, where there's already people, okay, doing these things with purchasing. All right, with opening doors, opening cars, opening homes, opening cabinets. This technology already is being put, okay, out there. But when it gets to a point when it's being made mandatory, that's when it's going to hit. Okay, that's when it's going to hit heavy. And a lot of these people are not going to be ready for that, man. Okay, because Esau going to come with it. All right, coming down, having great wrath to establish his wicked system, man. Okay, he gonna do whatever it takes by any means to get it established. Okay, or try. You see, but it says, though it tarry, wait for it. It shall surely come. It will not tarry. And when you go to that word tarry, means to delay. Okay, so we patiently waiting. All right, we're suffering these things, daily. All right, until this thing, okay, hits the fan. Okay, because at the end of the day, it's gonna happen whether the people like it or not. Okay, this is prophecy. And you're gonna have it where millions and millions and millions of people are going to get, taken by what this devil is gonna bring. Okay, so it's just a waiting game at this point, man. But reading that verse 3 and the NLT, it says this vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and we're at the end of this devil's rulership. Okay, he's already losing his structure and power. Okay, sooner or later he's gonna get to a point. He's gonna start to scramble. Okay, he's gonna start scrambling. He's gonna start losing his mind. Okay, because he's gonna lose that left hand. For lack of better words, help. You see, so he's gonna have to he's gonna have to depend on what he's always had in the back of his damn back, which is his sword, which is that left hand, which is that his modern day gun, man. Okay, that sword is a modern day gun. Okay, his technology, his weapon. One of them that's bigger, the biggest of all is the AI system, man. You see, that's gonna be a major part of his deception, man. Okay, but this devil gonna come with it because he's running out of time. Okay, he's at the end of his rulership, and time is ticking. It says, and it will be fulfilled. It says it if it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. That's right. So none of these things are going to be delayed. Okay, everything is in the control. Everything's in control. In the hands of YAHAWASHI. You see, but we know his comfort through the scriptures. All right, well, the Lord said, what? He's going to speed up the time for his elect. I'd rather how we be the elect. And we see that the things have been flying, months, weeks, even years, man. Okay, and that's another reason why this devil's seeing that he's running out of time, because the Lord is speeding up things to where he has no choice but to put a pep in his step, man. Because he getting ready to be removed. Okay, he's getting ready to be removed, man. All right, but leading up to that, he's got a lot more wickedness that he has to still do. Okay, and bring, and that MOTB, okay, which is a part of that that New World Order system, okay, has to come first, which is part of prophecy. Okay, which reminds me of this right here, because as I mentioned, there's going to be millions and millions of people who are going to be taken, by this, because they have no clue, because they didn't take the time to listen to or what the prophets were saying out on highways and hedges, man. Okay, what brothers was going out there and prophesying against this kingdom and warning you of. You see, it says, let me see, what was that? He was here, and I'm gonna get straight to the point. Like I said, I'm not gonna make this too long. All right, before I pull up at the gig. Revelations 13, reading verse 14. All right, it says, Revelations 13, verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. Which we know this is Rome revived, and the ways of Rome revived. Okay, the way that the structure, the way they build things, the way they still conduct themselves, okay, as Rome did. Okay, we know that this place is still operating off that same system. Okay, just in a modern rate. All right, but you have it where those miracles, as the scripture says, all right, Esau is going to come with those miracles, and this is a form of those miracles. All right, and you're going to have it where those miracles are going to come in ways of where Esau going to be making it seem like many people are going to be able to walk again. Okay, many going to be able to see again. Okay, feel again. All right, and they're going to advertise it like a commercial in a way. It's like you got you got your new technology. All right, now today, the way they advertise it. Okay, Esau's going to do the same thing. All right, using that MOTB. Okay, and promoting it in various ways, man. Okay, they're gonna do it. Okay, and that's why you see people like right now, because I believe it was in the article where they were using only certain particular people who needed that kind of help. Rather, they were being people who couldn't walk, people who couldn't see, or people who just had some type of disability. That's who they was using these test subjects for, man. All right, they were using those ones who had those disabilities, and that's the form of those miracles. And they're gonna use it on a mass scale, or they're gonna present it, I should say, on a mass scale once there's a way that they know this works to a certain degree. That's where you have those phases. You see, leading to verse 15, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which is going to that the NWO. Okay, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, so there's going to be consequences for not taking on this system. All right, being a part of this system, there's going to be consequences. All right, you got where this devil is talking about ways of executing those who are criminals, those who are not are going to pretty much abide by those newer rules that they're going to establish when they bring this NWO out, man. Okay, this newer system, they're going to reset these things. All right, those who won't get in line with this, they're going to take out the game. All right, and Esau has multiple ways of how he could execute you, man. All right, but one of them is is a part of starving people out, taking away your liberty, taking away what you eat and what you are able to drink. All right, your access to things, your comfortability. He's going to take all those things away and starve you out, and that's a form of what he's going to use. Okay, a part of his evil tactics. Okay, just like he did with the C-19, man, just to ultimately bring forth All right, people under subjection to what he's bringing. Okay, so if you don't get in line, guess what? You're gonna be, pretty much suffering. All right, he could easily have you taken out the game, or he could, have you out there suffering with no food, with a family of 5. All right, don't have nowhere to go, homeless. This devil know how to get in there, man. He's a mad scientist. He knows the ways of how the human mind works. We're dealing with a madman, a wicked madman, Esau Edom. All right, verse 16, it says, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And you seeing that, all right, where you see that these devils are moving towards, all right, this as their mission. That's why you have people right here being used as test subjects, all right, to ultimately make sure that these things work properly when they use the actual thing. Now, they can very much use this, okay, to a certain degree, but we know what these devils, okay, have in store ultimately. All right, they want to simplify these things to the point it's in that C-hip, where your identifications in there, your information, your social security card, okay, your doctor's information, all the information you have to have on papers to a certain degree. All right, they want to put it all in that chip. Okay, they want to put it all in that C-hip. That's why this guy was able to identify it as similar to a Fitbit, where it could tell your vitals. Okay, it could tell you, what's going on with you. Okay, because this is what's going to be the newer advanced technology, okay, for society that Esau wants to bring. Okay, and if you're not in agreement with it, then you're gonna be pretty much exiled. Okay, you're gonna be pretty much without any communication with society. And that's where you had this guy Claude to the Swab, where he said, without this certain technology, put it like that, you're not gonna be able to function in society, or you're not gonna be able to be a part of society. Okay, so this is what they already have a part of their global worldwide agendas. All right, that's why you have the agenda 2225, all right, 2025 agenda, this agenda, that agenda 30, because they're already through gradualism getting you conditioned for what they want to establish. Verse 17, all right, so they want to tag you with that C-hip, man. They want to make you a product of this system. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to operate in society. You're not going to be able to buy, sell, save. All right, if you got a business, you're not going to be able to do certain things. Pretty much not even have it, because everything around you is going to operate off what that C-hip, man, that MOTB. You see, and this is where that gravitation is going to bring millions of people towards that MOTB, because it's going to snuff out a lot of people, man, because they wholeheartedly trust within this system. Millions of people, especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, man. That's what we tell you. The times we're coming into is going to be very potent. Okay, scriptures talk about an hour of temptation. Millions and millions of people are going to be tried. The whole world's going to be tried. Okay, and if you don't have YAHAWASHI, you're going to be completely assed out, man. All right, what scripture says, Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability in thy times, and the strength of salvation and the fear of the Lord is his treasure. So without having this wisdom, understanding, knowledge, without having YAHAWASHI, you're not going to know what to do. You're not going to know how to operate. You're not going to know how to go about anything, because you're going to be without this wisdom, understanding, knowledge, and without your power, man. YAHAWASHI. All right, which is going to leave a lot of these people to count on one thing and only that one thing, and that's Esau. All right, but this devil is going to lead you to your destruction, as we're going to grab. Okay, it says, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he, it says, sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, so without having this C hip, you're not gonna be able to do nothing. All right, now all these people are consumers here. Okay, a lot of these people don't know what it is to go without having they don't have restrictions, man. Their flesh is just running wild. They don't have the restrictions or discipline within themselves. Most of these people can't even go on a fast for a few days. Can't even discipline themselves to hold back from certain things, man. To abstain from certain things. Most of these people just indulge in it, overly indulge. That's why another reason why this place got to be utterly destroyed. You see? All right? But what do the scriptures tell us? All right? As comfort to us. It says 2 Corinthians chapter 2. All right? Let's jump down. Verse 11. I'll read this in the NOT. Okay? It says, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. That's right. All right, starting with the elders and apostles, bring MILLSTONE down. All right, you have a word. Hey, we're familiar with this devil's schemes, man. All right, we're familiar with his ways of doing, wickedness, man. Okay, we know that he has a way of going about things and doing things, okay, that's in wickedness. So he's already under the radar, man. The spiritual radar. So he's not gonna be able to run or hide. All right, when really all hell breaks loose, he's not gonna be able to hide these things of how he is showing wickedness or his evil plots and plans. Okay, it's gonna pretty much continue to grow, and it's gonna be noticeable. All right. Let me see. Slot can bear with me. I just pulled up. So let me grab this other scripture. All right. Because the point is made, these devils are gonna, they're gonna act on it, man. Okay, when they act on it, they're gonna come with it. This is Revelations 12, verse 12, and it reads, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, meaning destruction, to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down to you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So because he hath but a short time, he's going to come down having great wrath. All right, the Lord already, had it where these devils only had a certain period of time of rule. All right, to rule, all right, and to do is whatever they could, all right, to that deadline, man. So, you're going to have it where he's going to just go all out at this point. All right, towards this end, he's going to go all out. He's going to, take it out on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. Okay? So this is the times we're approaching, man. All right, so you got this Jake who, proudful as hell, all right, letting you know this is what's to come. All right, if you are in the same mindset of this devil, you're going to be taken with them. Though hand joining hand, okay, they shall not go unpunished, okay? So that wickedness is going to be counted. All right, but they shine by Hashem HaKadosh. Once again, devil answer, that was an apostle, great MILLSTONE, teaching you well. Until next time, I say shalom.